Hi, everybody. They let me on the DAT network. I feel like somebody was really, really in the bag when they made this decision. I'm Eric Frankhouse. If you don't know me, you can find me on Norse Foundry and Eric Frankhouse Presents. But tonight, I am part of the DAT family, and I am pumped. I am the tail weaver for our Avatar Legends. Before we get into the show, let's say hi to the cast really quick. Some of these people are going to be new. Some of them you recognize. Adam, if you'd like to bring us all around. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, Little Waves. Hi, Little Waves.
Hello.
Adam, you got to set up so I can play music? He's muted. He doesn't even know what he's doing.
Yes, he's muted.
I am no longer muted.
Yeah.
No, I took him on off. You should be good to go.
All right. Let me know if the music is choppy at all. You should be good if you need the volume up or down. Well, this is going to be fun. We have a partially new cast. You all know Adam already, obviously. Moxie, we're going to start with you because you're in the chat probably more than any of us here.
Probably. I'm around quite a bit over here on the DAT network, but I've never been on the screen before. So hi, y'all. Most of you all might know me as Moxie Blue, pretty much anywhere on the internet. But my real name is Mallory Mize, and I am actually a TTRPG streamer and content creator and all of those things over on Homebrews and Homebodies. But now I'm here with the DAT fam, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, we were looking for a fourth member. I got to play one game with you. I was like, okay, this is it. This is the person. We need one more. And Adam's like, yes, let's do it. So other than that, my other good friend on this show, I have two, but Justice, you have been over on Norse Foundry numerous times. Numerous.
Yes, I have.
The man, the beard, the legend.
What's up, everybody? I am stoked to be over here, not just on the DAT network, but playing some Avatar.
Is that your kata?
I came here to bend water and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
You got a special character tonight, so I'm pretty pumped to get them in front of everybody. And of course, Monica, I've known you for many years. We have not got to do anything on screen together, but I've got to help you a lot in what you do, as your other hobby, profession at this point, right? You've won awards. It's a profession.
It's grown
so
to
Monica,
a
who are you and what do you do?
Hey everyone, I am Monica Paprocki. I am geeksagogo.com or aka geeksagogo.com. I am a professional cosplayer now after how many years?
Many years.
many years. And Geeks A Go-Go is a geek news and entertainment website, and we review board games and RPGs as well. So thanks for having me.
I'm excited. And we've played in person at many conventions, but this will be the first time we're doing a show together. And of course, the guy behind the screen for these 7 shows, him and Jared. Adam, how are you doing?
Whew, I'm all right.
You all right?
I'm here.
I'm good. I did finishing touches and everything today. Yeah, Jared and I, DAT Network, we officially have now our 7th show up. Pretty much all the way up through March and stuff. We're wild. We're
Nothing
insane.
Like
we're crazy.
7 live shows. Yeah, hey man,
7,
I know what it's.
7.
I know what it's like. I'm a one-man army. I 100% feel your pain. 100% feel your pain. So you all know the cast a little bit. We'll get into the characters. I'm going to let them kind of flow as we play. But we do have some new donation levels for what we're doing for the show. If you're not familiar with Avatar Legends, it uses Apocalypse World as its base engine. All you need to know is it's 2d6 added together. 7 to 9 is a soft hit. 10 up is what they consider a hard hit or a full hit or a final hit. It means that you did really well. It's equivalent to like a critical. And that's the only things as the audience you'll need to know. But tonight, the audience gets to play one of our characters. And that character is not on screen right now, but he will be later. But he is the beloved Tum Tum, which we will bring on within the first few moments of the show. So without any other wait, can you throw up the donation in the chat so they know the different levels so I can go over them real quick?
Yeah. Give me a
Yeah.
minute.
Or one of the mods that are here, please. I'll explain them as we go through here. So, and get the poll ready as well. We're gonna have a poll as well to start the show. If you've seen me on anything else, you know I like to involve the audience. This is how we're gonna be kicking this thing off. So we have a total of 5 donation levels. At 3, you can add a +1 to one of the PC's rolls. I don't roll dice in this, so you're only helping the PCs. You can shift to a 7+, so if they fail a roll, for $5, you can shift them. For $10, you can shift them to a 10+, or like I said, soft hit and a critical. And then for $20, you can let them use 2 moves, so that'd be like 2 special abilities in one round or one scenario. And for $50, this is the big one. This allows them to use a balance move. Now, I will say, no one has a balance move yet, right? No one bought one yet?
Mm-mm.
All right.
No.
So don't do the balance move yet, but we will tell you when we do the balance moves. The balance move is extremely powerful. Basically, it hands narrative control over to the player, and they go, hey, this is how I solve this problem. It is the big battles when they're fighting a Zuka, or the first time that Zuko gets taken down. That's those big pivotal balance moments where they just get it done. Avatar light moments, I think that's what I was joking about them in Discord. They're Avatar light moments. So you can see the donations there as they come in. Someone will let us know. Let's kick this show off. Adam, if you want to take me to solo cam, I will get us ready to rock and roll here.
You got it. Here you go.
Everybody, we are going to be playing in the Ruby Bog. This is the first chapter, but we have played 2 playtests before this. And those playtests were to let them get their feet wet, understand the rules, but really it was to develop drama before we even started the show. There's some good tension going on. You'll see some of it tonight. In the first episode, Family Ties, Book 1, Harvest. The Ruby Bog is a cranberry bog on the outskirts, about half a day to a day travel of Republic City. This is a multi-bog extravaganza for cranberry harvesting. Sounds basic, I know, but cranberry harvesting can only happen twice a year. Well, once a year in the area we're in right now. These bright red pieces float in the water, but we are starting in winter, and that is a special time. They flood the bogs and they flood the fields with that water, and they freeze it to stop anything from happening to their lovely cranberries over the winter season. See, there's a problem. Animals love to eat this stuff, and people like to raid it in the winter. And they're on their 99th year in this bog, and if they get one more, it's a centennial piece. Now, secretly, there is something going on that we'll bring out tonight, but this is a festival for this tribe, for the Ruby Bog tribe, for the Elk Frog tribe. And I want to pan us into the most important character, Tum Tum. Tum Tum is an elk frog. It's got this ginormous body of a frog. Think a elephant-sized creature. It has elk-style antlers and long elk legs, but it moves and hops like a big Goliath frog. Our audience is going to be playing this lovely creature during the show. Now, don't get me wrong, we have somebody who's kind of its caretaker, and there's only 4 of them in total in the Ruby Bog. If you'd like to put our poll up, we're going to be talking about how this creature reacts during the show. Curiosity is its standard style of handling things. It likes to know what it is. It's the youngest of these elk frog. There's going to be 4 choices for you to go up in the poll. Is he curious and hungry? Curious and sleepy? Curious and wanting to chase things? Or is he curious and just wants tummy rubs? It's important because the second one you pick is what you'll be doing when the handler isn't taken care of. The sound of people can be heard in this lovely, lovely small village. The party is beginning for what is the Frozen Bog of Cranberries. This 37-person tribe of water and stone, or earthbenders, have come together, but there's someone special here. From Republic City, the Cabbage Corp has been kind of shut down for a while, and it came back, but there's a new branch of the Cabbage Corp. There's the green, and there's the purple. They handle 2 different things, and if you'd like to take us to the full cam, I'd like to ask Monica what the Purple Cabbage Corp is all about. They're the branch.
Hey
that does
everyone.
what?
So yeah, very brand new for Cabbage Corp. I am playing Jade Ganlan today, or through the duration of the campaign.
Well, hopefully
So
nothing
I
happens.
am right. So the new Purple Division is actually in charge of tech and agriculture. Because it wanted to lead more towards taking care of the environment, since Cabbage Corp has become a tech company and produces cars and all these other stuff that we're not supposed to talk about just yet. We wanted to give back to the community and be able to help where we get our produce and stuff like that. So the Purple Division was created.
So the Elk Frog Village is busy. There's only the 37 here, but there are numerous people filling the village right now. If you can pull up our Roll20 map as well so people can see here, I will kind of show off what we're doing. In the center of the town, there are a ton of Water Tribe members, but there are other people who have come out because this becomes a time where you take all the things from last harvest, your jams, your juices, and they sell them off so that the Water Tribe can make some extra cash. All of you are here. I'm going to go around the table and ask what you're doing before I introduce the important person of the hour. So let's start with the two people who I guess could say they're native from here. Your father, Tak, is sitting with you. You are outside of the main hall. He has water and cranberry juice with him. He's handing it out to people who pass by, almost like tasters. Think of it like a lemonade stand. And we have, yeah, right? We have Somek and we have Xenia with us. Xenia, he's asked you to help do this with him, but there is still tension between you and your father.
Mm-hmm.
How bad is that tension right
now? I think it's a little better than what it was before I had spoken to him in 4 years. Okay. It's fine. She's putting up with it because she has to. And because she's here of all places, which is a place she never thought she would come back until Stormlight came and found her. So she's trying to be okay with this situation. She's still not very happy with her dad in any way, shape, or form. But for the people she does recognize and the people that are okay with her being back, she will be okay with this.
I will say there's a decent amount of the tribe that do come up and say hi to you. There are ones that don't. You've talked to your mothers a few times here, and they're one of them was in the city, correct? Originally in in Republic City. They've made their way back here for the festival as well. It's been about a week since our playtest that we did, our chapter 0. They're both here as well, milling about, talking to people, doing their best to kind of keep it corralled. Because right now, what is 37 is like 700 people that are at the village. It is a full-out party. So, Mac, you're standing next to your dad on the other side. He's been trying to make small talk with Xenia, but it's been spotty and not going that well. When he turns to you, he goes, and bored and passing out cranberry juice. He's like, son, how's the city and learning the tech stuff been going? And you know he's a traditionalist, but he is trying to be okay with you bringing tech to the Ruby Bog.
Sure. Yeah. So after the use of and the demonstration of my machinery during the troubles that we had, and the fact that he has sort of come around. Did my mom come back yet? Has she been back to the village yet?
No, has not.
Okay.
She should be here for the festival, but she has not shown.
That's a concern. But anytime that he even broaches the subject, I'm going to talk his ear off, just going on and on. I've gotten the South Fields, the North Fields all taken care of. I've gotten the foreman all spun up on the new technology. I would really like the opportunity to do a demonstration for the entire tribe. I've got a few folks that are almost ready to really put it into implementation. If we can get a go on this, then I can get this manufactured.
Somek, whoa, you're moving too fast. You're like a deer running through a forest being chased. You need to slow down.
No, Dad, that's what progress is. It's a train on the rails, and you can't stop it when it starts moving. You got to get on or get out of the way.
All right, are you trying to shift your dad's balance again? I feel like your dad's just been getting beat up during our 2 play tests verbally. Are you trying to push this man's balance again?
I'm not. So I'm happy with our relationship right now because he hasn't like stonewalled me on anything.
Okay.
I'm just really excited about this.
You say Stonewall, and that is the move I'm actually going to use on you. I'm going to use Stonewall. He's like, stop, or Ice Wall. He's like, stop. One thing at the time. Your pump worked in a scenario. We had 99 years of harvesting things here and making it safe, and that we have successfully had every harvest go through, except for the one that was an accident, and he looks to Xenia. Everything else is
You really don't have to bring it up.
I bad habit. I apologize. The pump works. We'll use the pump on one of the fields during the season. One. Can't use them on all of them.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, we can do it on one, but when that one's done, once that one is done and all the other ones are still pumping and my team is like chilling with our cranberry juice tilted back, then everybody is going to see it and they're going to be like, why are we still doing this the old-fashioned way when we could get it done twice as fast, 3 times as fast, 4 times as fast? There is no ceiling to this right now, and I've got other things that I want to show you, Dad. I've got this new
and the camera cuts from you rattling your mouth off on him, and he's like, yeah, and he like is looking at Zen. You're like, how do you deal with this? As the camera pans across to Shay and Jade sitting on Tum Tum, this big frog, and you're out in the 5th crops that have been overrun by wolf eels. They're a very, very aggressive water creature. This bog has been flooded since Xenia accidentally messed up and destroyed the crop. And they're doing it because on one time, but it was enough to ruin.
One time.
on this path, it also takes them by the 4th one, and people will wander off, children, parents, to look at the overgrowth, because there are cranberries that have grown here, but they're like grown up, they're around trees, they're rotting, so they're putting you on patrol during the festival. They say you won't be here all day, you can come back later, we'll swap out people. But Tum Tum isn't having it. So what did our vote end up being here, Adam?
Ooh.
Well, couldn't get our poll going, but from people saying it looks like belly rubs, look like it has been the most popular.
Okay. He is
Curiosity and belly
he's
rubs.
He's been tired of you sitting on him here. You've been waiting for like 4 hours on your shift, and you just hear him go, and he like rolls sideways. You know this means he's just going to roll you both off. And he blows up his stomach really big.
I'm used to this, so I kind of like I jump off and do like one of those rolls, like superhero rolls, like when you like, jump off of something and be like, yeah.
You're right. You're used to
like
it.
nothing.
You're very used to it.
I'm definitely not used to it. I feel like I'd probably like stumble backwards.
I would like you to make me a roll for our first roll of the show. Do you get rolled over on by Tum Tum?
Oh man, I hope I don't get rolled over on.
No shade.
Well, we're gonna see
first roll.
Yeah, first roll. I told you it was going to be Tum Tum. He's the star of the show.
Probably rely on my skills and training.
All right. Are you firebending out of the way?
Yeah. I'm gonna. Well, no. If I'm sitting on him, I wouldn't actually want to do that because I don't want to actually hurt Tum Tum. I'm just gonna rely on my awesome moves. Try to push myself off as I'm flying backwards to turn it into like a backflip. See if I can do it.
2d6.
And I got a 9.
Did you add your passion to that?
Oh, I did not. So that gives me an 11.
11. That's not a crit, but it's enough. You get out of the way. You burn some of the field that's in the area, jetting away, but not enough to catch fire. Tum Tum sees the fire, and he rolls over the burning a couple times to warm himself up in the water. Just sprawled out wanting to be pet. People are walking by and 2 kids stop. And they're staring at this frog upside down, elk frog staring at him, and you see the mouth start to open slowly.
Is
And
he
you see
okay?
the purple of the tongue start to come out.
Oh my god, he's dying. Oh my god, he's dead. God, what do we do? Oh my god, is he dying? Is he okay? Oh no. Tell me he's okay. Tell me he's okay.
You know he's gonna do what he does to Water Tribe kids. He's gonna swallow them. It doesn't hurt him, but it's what he does to Water Tribe
kind
kids.
of like,
And this is a city kid.
and I'm just gonna watch from the side because they need to find out about this somehow.
Oh, no.
I swear to God, I'm nice, but
Natural
they need to
selection.
experience
Just let
it
him
at
eat the
some
city
point.
kid.
So you give him a pat on the side, the tongue goes and pulls a kid into his mouth. And the kid's like,
And be like,
and the camera it cuts back to
and then
a group of cars driving into the city, into the village. They're painted in this rich purple with white trim on them. They're kind of waving pageant style as they make their way in. People are waving back, and it has the huge purple Cabbage Corp symbol on the hood. As it drives in,
great.
it stops, and the crowds stop, and they turn, and they start making their way towards these automobiles that they pull up like showroom pieces. Talk looks to his 2 kids. Vec is here. I told him not to come. Vac is the head of research and development for the he thinks he can buy our land.
I've been trying to get an audience with Cabbage Corp Tech for 2 years now. I have some stuff that I would love to show them about cabbage harvesting. But wait, what?
Yeah, they think that they can buy this land. They say it's within the outskirts of Republic City, and technically they say that this isn't the Elk Frog tribe's land. That part of the bogs is owned by the Republic City. Specifically, apparently Cabbage Corp is interested in purchasing it. I'm sure he's here to showcase something or cause a scene. 700 people ain't a lot, but it could affect our tribe. I mean, the demeanor of them. We already have some that think technology is the way to go. No offense, Somek. Is it, though? Is it?
Look,
Father,
I think
don't
that
wanna
one's a
get
fight
into
for
this
another day.
argument again.
Let's
Thank
go say hi. Do you both follow him over to the car? Your father's wearing the rubber waders that he wears, the rubber leaf waders, and he's got like stone boots wrapped around from one of the earthbenders in here, and he's making his way towards the car.
Oh my god, he is so old-fashioned. He looks embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
He can't talk to them like this. This is
They're in
Well,
he looks like fine suits.
While he's walking over there, can I deconstruct what he has on and make it look like 1,000 times better?
You can try if you would like. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll try. Why not? All right.
There's
so
our
I would
elk
say
frog.
this is relying on my skills and training. Yes.
100%.
Sweet. Because that puts me at a 9.
Okay, that's a soft hit. So what do you want it to look like? You take his boots, reconstruct it, you move the rubber leaf and stone armor that he's wearing that keeps him from getting wet. What does it look like? He looks like someone who's going fly fishing.
Yeah, I know. That's what we need to change. I'm gonna, as quickly as possible, take all of that apart and sort of make it almost look like earth themed decor has been added onto the robes that he normally wears. And then give him stone warrior type of boots instead of wading boots.
All right. Oh, you mean the big clunky mud boots that go up to his thighs? Those?
Yeah. Just make them look better than they did. I know there's not a lot of perfectly saving this, but as his daughter, I feel like I should try.
Your timing is decent, and you get him where he's near the car, so he doesn't have time to shed it. And he looks back at the two of you, and he gives you a stern look for changing what he looks like. I don't know who did it, but I do know the only person who's an earthbender here is Xenia. Xenia, I am going to try to change your balance because I'm sorry, but you just, that was just rude. Trying to do that. So I'm going to try to shift your balance.
I'm trying to help him in the long run.
Well, what is your balance? Is already shifted one right now. And for those who know, balance in this game goes between two principles. What are your principles?
Self-reliance and trust.
Okay. He is going to try to shift it towards trust more. And I'm going to be trying to shift it. So I need you to give me a... Boy, I think the thing that makes the most sense for attacking your balance... I'm going to use... I'm going to use my focus on it. So give me a 2d6 plus your focus bonus for the balance, please. And do you have a minus in self-reliance right now or trust?
I have a minus in trust right now.
So you have a -1 to that roll for being in the self-reliant category.
Okay, well, that puts me at an 8.
That's enough to succeed. He gives you the look. It is one of like, I can't believe you just did this to me. How rude. And he makes his way over. He's like, hey, nice car. And he smacks the hood of the car to start the conversation. Selmek, is there anything you would like to do in this scenario before we cut back to the child that's been eaten by an elk frog?
I would like to give Xenia a wink and slide over there. And I'm dressed in like Republic City, a Republic City suit. And it's got the colors of the Elk Frog tribe, but instead of looking like a hick farmer bog person, I've got like the Elk Frog badge over my left breast. So it just looks like a classed up version of the Elk Frog, a modernized version of it. And I would like to slide right over and introduce myself as the dad is as dad is like slapping the car and being all whatever, and I'm gonna slide.
Are
right
you
up
assisting, or are you just taking over?
I just want to make sure that
doing here.
So I am going to. Oh, I was gonna. Man, I really wish that the black koala sheep was not intimidate. But you know what? I think I am going to use the black koala sheep move here, where I can use my creativity to intimidate them. So I'm gonna slide over, and I'm gonna drop a couple knowledge bombs about the car and the engine to them, and maybe a few things that wouldn't be common knowledge about Cabbage Corp in their current things, but like if you were reading all of the blogs and all of the newspaper articles and everything, then you would know about it. But it's not like super.
Give me your 2d6 and your roll for that. Are you shifted or are you balanced right now?
I'm balanced right now.
Okay.
And black.
Let's see how you do here. Koala. Oh, he's rolling in chat.
Yeah. Then I don't have to do. Rolling. Wait. Did it work?
No, you clicked what it is, not the roll for it.
No, stop it. Okay, all right. Rolling intimidate.
That's what happens when you use technology. Just proving your father's point.
I know. A
10.
Oh,
10.
Wow.
10 is good. How does this play out for you? What do you want? The guy stops listening to the father, and he like pushes away his two assistants in the other car. And he's like, "Tell me more about this car that I have built that you seem to know more about than I do."
Basically, I want to give the impression that we are not country bumpkins and that I might know a little bit more about the ins and outs of business and Republic City law than he might have expected. So it just want to make him like check. Nope. It just allows me to use creativity to for intimidate.
All right, I'm going to mark something here. I'm going to start a clock. So for those who are not used to this game, there are clocks, and they basically act like health meters or timers, depending on what you're dealing with. I'm going to start a 4-part clock. We're going to do it in. You know what? I got a green. Do I have a purple? I'll do the blue. That's the closest thing I'm going to have. I'm going to put it next to you for now. We'll make this a little larger so people can see it. And you got a 10, which I believe is 1, 2. Yeah, it is 2. So I'm going to give you 2 in. If you get this filled, you will achieve him believing that you're not a bunch of bumpkins. So you got 2 towards it already. And your dad looks at you and goes, yeah, well, my son here, Somek, is going to be talking to you on behalf of me. I just wanted to say hi. And he reaches his hand out, and it is just covered in cranberry stains and water and mud. And he reaches out to shake his hand. As the hand passes, the camera cuts to which one of you are reaching inside of Tum Tum's mouth to pull this kid out.
I'll do it.
So you have you
Tum.
actually have an ability for having this creature. What is the name of your ability? Because the names in this game are phenomenal.
There are 2 like moves that I really like with my character, and this one is called Yip Yip. So basically, if you have an animal companion, that is how you control. It's with the Yip Yip move, which is so awesome. So
does it say what you roll with for it?
It just says in here. Let's see.
Pretty sure it's just a Yip Yip.
Yeah, I just do.
And
Yip
it costs
Yip
you
and then
1
I mark
fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So in this game, everybody has 5 fatigue. There is no health in this game. Instead, you try to unbalance somebody, fatigue them out, or when you do fatigue them out, you apply conditions to them. And those conditions don't go away until either someone helps you or you, for example, if you're scared, you run away from the scene. That will take the condition away. Fatigue, you only get back through rest, or there's some moves that you can use to get them back as well. So for 1 fatigue, you say yip, yip. The elk frog opens his mouth. The kid is just soaked in slobber. But he does have 2 jars of cranberry jam in his hand.
The kid?
All the other kids are laughing, and that kid is like this. He's like, oh, God, you know, this disgusting thing inside. He's right. And you pull the kid out and set him down, and you like, give him the wipe off. Tum Tum rolls over, and one of the guards comes over and says, "Hey, your shift's up. It's our turn." As another elk frog lands behind them, your 2 shift is over. This kid is panicked, scared condition. Are any one of you going to try to solve this before he goes back to mom and dad and says that in the words of Somek, bumpkins tried to eat him? I'm telling my mom.
I suppose it was my fault.
You let your frog eat him?
So, just out of context, I'm like 15 years old in this game, so I just
we can see that on screen. What do you look like? That's probably a really good question right now. As this kid is looking you up and down, saying he's going to tell his mom and dad. What does Jade look like, and what are they dressed like?
So Jade pretty much has short curly gray hair, and since her last name is Ganlan, so if most of you are familiar, she is related to the cabbage merchant. So that's why that's her last name. So her attire is pretty much kind of like how the cabbage merchant looks, like with the green hat, the yellow sleeves, and the yellow pants. But she does have, because she is in charge of security in Elk Frog tribe, she has 2 cabbage maces. So yeah,
are they purple?
That's her weapon. So 1 is purple and 1 is green with purple tips. I had my watchers vote on it when I had my Twitch stream this week. What color?
Oh, that's amazing. So. And didn't you say it has like paint chipped off of it? Aren't they like something else originally? All right, you can share it now or later. That's up to you.
I'll share it. I don't know if I can share the pic, but yeah, if there's a way I can share the pic, I'll share it up there. Probably in my social media. So
We'll if you go pull up her social media in the chat and someone can go find it. So, with that said, what move would you like to do to calm this kid down?
ooh.
He
Let's see
he is
here.
freaking out. The basic moves are like plead, push your luck,
Well,
rely on skills and training, which is more your bending, or well, for you, weapons. Assess the situation, intimidate the kid, trick him, or you can comfort and support him.
I really want to trick the kid and just make him laugh because trick for a trick. And I was gonna do Bonzu Pippin Pedalopsicopolis the third. I practiced
tell
that
us.
so much.
Please, amazing, because I would have butchered it. That is a move. Please tell me what the move does. Doesn't it cost you a fatigue?
It does. Let's see here. It does mark 2 fatigue if
But
Foolish is already marked. But unfortunately, Foolish was already marked because of our
that would have
previous
reset.
session.
You're totally
Like our
fine.
session 0.
Yeah.
Oh, it would? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'll just mark Foolish for that.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I'm gonna use is Anzu Pippin Pedalopsicopolis the third. So
kid
what
goes,
that is I
"What?"
basically all of a sudden, like, I show up with like a costume, like a funny costume, and I make the
You
kid
reach
laugh,
into
and I'm
Tum
like,
Tum's mouth and pull out a costume.
yes.
Ah.
Oh God! You have a wardrobe in Tum Tum.
He's
Okay.
like my walking wardrobe.
So doesn't that give you does it give you a 10 plus or a 12 plus?
12 plus.
What do you look like now?
I look like a lady frog. I look like a lady elk frog.
So okay. So,
And I'm just like,
let me just
random.
grab this bad mamma jamma. You look like a female version of this thing.
Yes.
Ah.
You have
And all
antlers,
all
green
it
face
really
paint.
looks like, it has like a flower on here, like a really like worn out like fabric flower.
Would you say a cranberry blossom?
Sure.
Oh my Lord. The kid starts laughing. He's like, oh, I didn't know. Here, it's a joke. It's funny. I had no idea. Oh. And he turns to the other kid and they start wandering off. The other kid goes, we should tell mom and dad. No, it's fine. Look, we got jam. And they open it up and they start eating it. You know it's cranberry honey. These kids are going to be sugar dosed by the time they get back to their parents. So, Mac, the other two land. They look to you. They kind of nod. You've earned some respect from the tribe overall after the encounter. In the distance, there's still smoke coming from that Fire Nation ship out near the tributary where you stopped everything. It's encapsulated in that earthen bowl, but you have been working there and going through trying to make sure everything's okay. Line up Fire Nation people to come and fix the problem. No one's done it yet. Not a single Fire Nation person has come back after you saved them all. What have you been doing about this? Is someone from the city of and aren't you kind of not a tech person, but aren't you very modern in general? Aren't you from Republic City, Somek? Or not Somek? I'm sorry, Shay.
Oh,
I meant Shay.
Yeah. No, I'm Shay's from Republic City.
You guys did 2 S's on me. Are you techie or are you a firebender?
No. Shay's a straight up firebender.
So what do you look like?
So
as the camera
Shay,
is panning over you.
Yeah, so Shay is actually a little bit older. He's maybe about 17 years old. Close to 6 feet. Kind of he's got like muscular arms. He's actually wearing his wandering gear because he actually traveled with Sormac from the city. And on the back of his jacket, he's actually got the fire ferrets like on the backside, and some of the other like pro bender teams.
Oh,
it's like, yeah, this is like his pro bender vest that he likes to wear all over the place. But yeah, clean shaven guy. And then he wears like a black obsidian ring on his pinky. as well too. And then his hair is maybe about chin length and black as well. And then he's got green eyes as well.
So one of the two warriors that are taking over the shift for Jade and yourself leans in, sees that you're wearing the Fire Ferret patch, and he goes, have you seen the Cabbage Crushers' new uniforms? Their new jerseys are amazing.
Really?
Yeah, Cabbage Corp has a team now. Have you not seen this?
No, I didn't know Cabbage Corp had a team. I actually came here. I've been studying. I've been at school and everything. And then did you just see the elk frog eat the kid?
No, what? Tum Tum is like.
Yeah.
It's a rite of passage. That's what he says. Like he's just like shrugging it off.
Oh, well, good. I don't want to be eaten.
You haven't been eaten by an elk frog yet?
No. I'd rather.
If you're ever injured, an elk frog will swallow you, and the saliva helps heal wounds. It's quite the most comfortable bed. They even bring you back here.
Can we go back to the pro bending thing instead?
Oh, sure, of course. To each their own.
Yeah.
Healing properties.
Yeah. When did and that now he just kind of like keeps looking back and forth at Tum Tum because he feels like Tum Tum's just like glaring at him, like both of his eyes are just like trained now, like on Shay.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So Cabbage Corp has their own team. That's awesome. Who do they have plan? Who's like their team? Who's their team consist of?
Well, there's only one. He's here. He's in the second car right now.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah, the Cabbage car. Yeah, of course. What do you think they're here for, man? I don't care about this village. They're showing off.
Well, I know Sormak kind of mentioned that they had problems with some people in the city. I mean, this is my first time actually ever out here. Wow.
Oh.
That's cool. Do you think maybe I could probably talk to him? That'd be kind of neat.
I mean,
I've always wanted to be a pro bender.
Look, dude, I'm just supposed to be guarding field 5 so somebody doesn't get eaten by wolf eels.
Okay. Yeah, and you know what? I don't even know what I'm technically supposed to be doing. I came here for like a visit of a festival, and now I'm like being put to work and everything.
Oh, if you're in the village and you're here with one of the 37, you're a worker. I mean, it's family. You're helping us out because you're family right now.
Oh, hey, family. Do I get like a patch or something?
No.
I should totally make an elk frog patch to put on my jacket.
Don't let Talk see that. He will lose his mind.
Really? That would be amazing. The Sormak we could totally like form our own pro bending team. Oh, this is wild. Okay. And he actually pulls out like his notebook and he like starts writing stuff down and starts like looking at you kind of look over his shoulder and you look at his little notepad and he's sketching out
I think we're gonna go guard the other side of the field, and they like get on the frog and hop across field 5, leaving you guys alone with Tum Tum, who bumps against you and like puts half his belly on you.
Oh,
Jade, what does he need? He's interrupting my thinking. What? Did he just say something?
I think he just wants cuddles.
Oh, just kind of as much as you could hug like an elk frog's belly. Just kind of do one of those things like.
So as you're hugging him and you get smothered in this, the camera kind of cuts to everyone side heading back into the village. And it's back to Xenia, Somek, and Tak has stepped back, letting his 2 children take the front. He's actually going to aid the next person who is speaking to show a sign of trust, which is what he wishes his daughter had more of.
Whoa.
So what are you two talking about? You've already gotten 2 segments of the clock. Vac's like, well, this is quite fantastic to hear. Have you ever seen the engine of one of these? I know you've studied them, but have you actually touched it, grazed it, felt it?
No. I would love to check out the intake cooling.
Kicks the tire, boom, and the lid opens up.
The intake cooling for the manifold of the newest cabbage line to create a new. You know what? Never mind.
No, continue. I would love to hear what you're talking about. That'd be good. What do you, inventors are my best friends. I'm surrounded by them.
I would like to assess the situation.
Okay, smart move.
Um,
So what do you roll
Checking
for
to
assess the
see-
situation? What stats? Since we're kind of teaching the audience as we play here, and some of us are obviously learning the game as well.
I roll creativity for assess the situation.
Are you good at that?
It's sort of my bag.
Okay.
You have a bag? Nice.
He has
Is
a
it nice
bag. Yeah, it's a bag.
Little water backpack?
7.
A 7. 7 is good. That gives you 1 on it as you are talking and trying to assess the situation. I will give you 1 pip on this. He is listening. He is interested. You also know that he has come up with a lot of things that people in your college and university have also talked about. But, you know, he is a speaker. He does teach classes there and probably steals ideas from the students. Putting you here. You got 3 of the segments. He goes, but look, bend in, touch, and feel the graze the engine of this thing. It's like this huge, oversized engine. The hood, when he kicked the tire, opened because it's too big for the chassis. Go on. What were you talking about? Tell me all about your invention. And he goes and takes out a piece of paper.
I'm gonna lean far into the engine, like too far, so that my voice is coming through like this. And oh wow, do you see that? How did you get the rivets on the underside here? Oh man, okay, I see now how you got the intake valve to take on that.
I can't hear you. What is an intake valve and bolts? Yeah. Well, I mean, could you show me your device then? Do you have it here? I heard that from one of the waterbenders, some new person came in from the city and was able to suck all the water out of a bog using a pump system. I'm assuming that was you. I would like to persuade you into believing this man has got his best intentions.
I was about to say, after you do that, can I use one of my moves?
Absolutely. You can do it before I do if you'd like.
Well, I mean, I have a feeling they're going to bring up about the same thing. But I have suspicious mind. So while all this is going down, all I have to do is watch him.
Okay.
To be able to do this. And I get to roll with focus. And if I roll a 7 to a 9, I get to ask 1 question of you as a GM. And if I roll a 10 plus, I get to ask 2.
Okay. And what playbook are you?
I am the guardian.
And are you currently guarding Somek?
Yeah, Sormek is my ward of my playbook. So I get to choose 1 player to be my ward, and I get special stuff when it comes to my ward.
All right.
Wow.
All right. Doing your job. You are, would you say this is towards self-reliance?
I would almost say that I guess it is more towards self-reliance because I am trying to do what is best for Sormak. And in this moment, I believe that this man doesn't actually want anything. Like, he would rather take what Sormak has made for himself and sell it off than give any glory to Sormak.
Take your bonus from your shifts that you have so far.
Awesome. Okay, so I rolled 2 5s, which gives me a 10. I get a +3, so that's 13, and then I get
that's critical.
+1 because I have self-reliance, so I'm at 14.
And you're oh my. Okay, so you crit. What do you want to know? You see this guy for all of the BS that he is.
Yeah.
Dang.
So what are your questions? I'll give you 3 questions.
Sweet. We'll start with, what do you really want to do right now?
You can tell from what's inside. There's a bunch of flyers as you kind of Sherlock Holmes across the vehicle. There are flyers in there saying all about the Cabbage Crushers and the need for 3 new members, because their new member is going to be taking over the captain position, or not the captain, sorry, the coach. They're looking for 3 new people. Those are flyers with signups to get information. And then there's another stack of flyers that says, do you want to sell your land? And they're obviously on the backside of the car handing it out to villagers and the 700 people who've come in. He's handing it out, trying to do a property grab. So that's your first one. What else you got for me?
What are you worried about right now?
What is he worried about? He is worried that if he doesn't get this right, he's not going to be able to finish his car. There's something wrong with the vehicle. You can tell from the way he's standing. Doesn't let Somek look at certain things, or Somek look at certain pieces of it. It's
this
a prototype.
Might be a bit of a stretch, but you did give me 3 questions, so I'm going to ask
I did,
this.
and you critted like boss.
Yeah. So between what this man is putting out and what I've heard Sormek talk about for weeks at this point.
Okay.
Because I didn't know a lot about tech before Sormek came and found me. But that's all he talks about 24/7. So
this is true.
Between those 2 things, is there any way that I can figure out what's wrong with the car? Or at least like the general area of what's wrong with the car if it's not specific?
Like, you want to know like what's actually wrong with it? Is that what you're asking? Like what the problem is with the car?
I want to know essentially, even if I just know the area just enough so I can then say it to freak it out.
It's steering.
Right.
You saw when he came in, he was trying to go around some of the potholes and he couldn't. It's a stiff steering and he just ran into some of the potholes. This isn't a problem that some of the other cars in the city has, but for some reason, this one's having steering issues.
Okay. So to follow that up, if it's cool with everybody involved, I'd like to rely on your skills and training.
Oh no.
I don't super love how this man has just come in here. And even though I don't feel great about the bog, that's my own personal problem to deal with. That doesn't mean other people get to do it.
Okay.
When I said I wanted cautious for others as a custom thing, Frank House, remember when I said that? So I am going to pull the back of Sormek so he gets his face out of the car.
Okay.
And then I'm going to send a piece of jagged earth up through the car so it impales it.
Obviously damaging the car or trying...
Yes. No, very obviously.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy, this is going to turn things sideways. I'll say you're doing this as Jade and Shay hop into the scene. And they're, what are you guys talking about on the back of Tum Tum? And give me your roll for your skills while you're self-reliantly blowing a hole through the car. What are the 2 of you talking about on Tum Tum as you land?
I would legit just be asking her, be like, how many times does he sit there and eat a child? Do you do that all the time? Is it painful? Does it really hurt? I'm really curious. And he has his notebook out, just like he's interviewing you, and he's just like wanting to write down all questions because he loves finding out about new
Jade,
things.
give us a number. How many times?
Do I count my self-reliance bonus?
Oh,
yeah, absolutely. Oh no, Monica's frozen.
I got a 15.
You got a 15? Wow. How do you want this to look? Like, how messed up of a car are you making?
I'm not gonna make it entirely messed up because
like, are you puncturing it, like lifting into air on the spike, and is it just hanging?
Yes. So I'm gonna pull Sormek back out of the car, so like his face is not in the car anymore. And just sort of look at this man and go, I have 2 thoughts.
There's Monica.
1, if you would like to come in and try to do a grab of my people's land, you're going to need to be more subtle than that. And second of all, fix your steering. And then I'm going to stomp on the ground, and as I stomp, the piece of earth is just going to come up and impale the
body work by Xenia. Okay, there's a few things I'm going to start here. I'm going to tell you that the land grab is not going to work at all. This is going to fill the chart. But that also, you did something pretty aggressive. That means that the pro bending person that they've hired turns around when you do it. In response to you doing that, you see his leg sweep out and it cuts the spike in half. and tosses a disc at you to knock you away from the conversation. So I'm going to need you to resist this.
I was about to say, just tell me what to roll.
Well, if you're going to resist an attack, and then I'm going to ask everybody else what they're doing. As two people are coming in on a frog, thinking it's going to be it's a normal conversation. Tak is letting his kids take the lead, and one of them is ruining everything again. So...
I tried to help earlier, and you know what? If he's been disappointed in me this long, it's not going to hurt for him to be disappointed in me any longer.
Wow. I'm using a move. It is creativity, I think. No, it's focus to resist. Focus to resist.
That's fine. That's a 10.
That's a 10. So you don't take 3 fatigue and get knocked back. You only take 1 fatigue. What does it look like as this thing comes careening at you? He's obviously trying to like knock you out into the water. Is this big flat disc, like manhole covered size, flies at you?
I just very nonchalantly just put up a wall. I don't even
just
really
block
acknowledge it. Yep.
Like that, and it just block it, like some shards hit you.
Yeah. And when it goes back down, I'm just gonna look and go, gotta be quicker than that, bud.
He's like, my beautiful machine! It's destroyed. It's just black liquid pouring down the spike. As it falls to the earth, as he falls to his knees, staring at it, going, What have you done? Why would you do this? Tak grabs you by your collar and pulls you back. And he's like, seriously? Why?
He wanted to hurt Sormek.
He wasn't going to hurt him. And he's yelling at you. At this point, I'm going to make a balance roll towards everybody in the area. I'm doing the father figure move. And I am shifting everybody towards the opposite of how they currently feel. If you're balanced, it's your choice. Everyone has got to give me a passion resistance roll.
Oof. Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Ooh, made it. I have a 7.
What do we got? Well, you might have made it. I need to know what the number is because you might not actually make it.
9.
Oh, yikes.
Okay. See, so did anyone get a 10 and above?
8.
No, everybody takes 1 balance in a direction. If you're at 0, otherwise it's the opposite direction you're currently in. Because he's basically trying to shake you from being self-reliant. That's what his goal is, but it affects everyone in the area. The entire crowd goes silent. And he sets you down. He goes, how could you do this? We're trying to work with the city. We invited him.
Okay, my bad. Fair enough. You didn't hear him. Okay,
Go to the lodge, please.
Fine.
Please. Tormek, do you have a way to fix this? As he's just on the ground crying over his car that is just like leaking this black fluid all over the place. And then you see Tum Tum lean in and stick his tongue out. And he pukes all over the car cranberries.
Oh, Tum Tum.
Yeah. Blah. Blah. Just leave it to me. I'll take care of it. Wow. Okay. I am so sorry about that. My sister is she's a very strong bender.
Sister? Why would you destroy my beautiful cabbage car?
Well, see, that wasn't a perfect prototype, was it?
It's the only one!
Yes, but I can help you build it back better. Look, I was taking a look at your intake on the underside, and I think that if you add a second turbine on the other side and you rotate it 45 degrees, here, let me show you what I mean.
Okay,
And
so
I
the
would
car's
like
like
to,
cropped on an angle still.
yeah. So I wasn't going to reveal my technology before, but I'm gonna rely on my skills and training
Okay.
to attempt to calm him down by where he's very distraught about the car. I'm gonna show him a few things that I noticed, and there was a piece of the steering column that was coming under the engine there, and because the engine was so large, when it was being revved, it was actually causing the steering to blow out of alignment. And so
Okay.
I'm going to point out that I noticed while I was under there that if he deflected it slightly and added a second turbine or something like that, then he can get more thrust and fix his steering issue.
Cool. What move are you using for this?
So rely on training, skills and training, because it's
Okay.
going to be my studies, and that uses.
So we should probably
focus.
mention who you are, because you're part of the tribe. You're a waterbender's son, but you're a little special.
Yeah. So I had a disagreement with my father about progress and tradition, and I thought that there was a better way to harvest the cranberries. So I ran away from home and went to the city, and has been studying engineering for the last several years at the university in Republic City. So I'm combining the old waterbending ways with the new technology ways
All
to
right.
make waves.
I'm gonna ignore that.
But
So, damn puns. So,
Fantastic.
give me your skill. Let's see what you can do here. If you can get this man to believe you, and that you are not just with your sisters destroying his property, and also destroying his property he's trying to buy.
7.
Not the best. Your dad did say he would help. That will give you a +1, which is only an 8, but he will aid you. And your dad walks up and kind of puts his arm on you. He's like, listen, if my boy says he can fix it, you got to trust him. My daughter is a passionate earthbender, and she's very protective of her tribe. And I think your flyers kind of scared her into you buying our land and buying our home, and nobody wants that. No one wants to see that. He's like, I know, but you invited me here. Yeah, we did. I know. I think we're having a change of heart over here a little bit. My son's brought back a bunch of tech, and he's willing to help you, and it makes me realize maybe we don't need your help. What do you mean we don't need my help? Well, my boy can fix your car right now. We don't need you. Sormek, prove me wrong, or prove me right. One way or the other. And he turns around. That's it. He doesn't give you anything else statement. He walks. He starts going to where he sent his daughter. Now, while you're working on the car, futzing around, I'm going to have to ask our two Tum Tum riders. Pro Bender just kicked a disc that's like 4 times the size of a normal Pro Bender disc. He is wearing the Cabbage Crushers. It is a cabbage face, angry, like looking face on it. And it is half purple and half green. And he's wearing a purple, green, and white uniform. Like jersey. And he's leaning against the second car, which isn't a prototype. It's just a regular car. What do you two want to do as all this nonsense has happened? The crowds are starting to disperse a little bit.
who else is with you in there today?
You're muted
Don't you all
again.
recognize me? Oh, am I?
Not you, Adam.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. What did you say, Monica?
So, don't you recognize who I am? I'm gonna pull the "Do you know who I am" card.
Are you going to make a roll for that?
Oh,
What move
I
would you like
can't
to use for that?
Can't really use Bonzu, Pippin, Paddleopsicopolis
Nope.
for that.
No, you could
let's
use
see. Hang on, let me see.
you could use trick. You could do push your luck. That's probably the most likeliest.
Oh, yeah, I can push my luck. Let's see here. Where did it go?
Push your luck uses passion.
Okay. Let me roll.
No way you pull
Oh,
this.
no.
Someone's got to fail a roll.
I failed.
Oh, what'd
I
you get?
indeed failed. You jinxed it. So my passion is like -1, and I rolled a 3 total.
He's got his head his hair shaved really short.
Ouch.
He's got a Cabbage Corp bandana on. You know, it's like a limited edition. When they first made this team, these are only handed out to like a select few people. And he's leaning against the car, and he kind of plings a stone into one of the chimes on it, and it rings. He's like, "I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the awesome that I'm wearing. No, I don't know who you are. Are you a pro bender? Are you on a team that hasn't made
Pro
it
bender.
yet?"
Pro
You're a pro
bender's
bender.
for kids. No,
Oh, really? Kids aren't allowed to be
For
a pro
kids.
bender, so I don't really know how that's possible. I see the
only
Firefair
kids
fan
like
under
pro
here.
bending.
I'm
You're
gonna say
muted.
that I think that your failure shifted his balance towards anger.
Oh no.
I think that makes the most sense. That failure shifted his balance towards anger. And he goes, "Oh, really? For kids?" And he like bends down and he grabs a bunch of discs and throws them and just levels like 3 trees. Kids can't do that. Kids can't do this. He's doing all of his moves from pro bending right now. Shay? Did you fix your audio first off? He's still muted. Damn audio guy. It's the only swearing I'm going to do during the show. I'm trying not to swear. It's very difficult, by the way. For me not to swear in the show, if you know
We're
me,
very proud of you,
Real
Frank
hard.
House.
real hard.
Great
Show's
job,
going
Frank.
great, Alex, except for the sound guy who needs to talk right now.
Fire him.
He's muted. I'm
Also
assuming
may or
he's
may not have gotten
speechless.
sent to timeout.
Hey, yeah, can you hear me now?
Now I can hear
Yeah.
you. Was your character just speechless the whole time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just watching stuff unfold.
He's just sitting there, and he's just, and the whole time as she's like making him mad, he's just like, "Oh, it's not for kids. If they're for kids, then I'm a big kid. Who is this guy? Why are they supposed to know you?" And he's just yelling questions with his notepad out. He's just like, "I don't even think I'm supposed to be here anymore." Shit, she's making her dad angry, and people are coming here from Cabbage Corps. Cabbage Corps has an old team. This lady who is like riding a giant elf frog is having people eat kids, and then she's like making this other guy incredibly mad who's actually a pro bender. I have no idea what's going on. I think you're really cool. How can I become a pro bender?
Well, I mean, and he bumps the trunk and it opens up and there's just like it flows out with like Cabbage Corp jerseys, headbands with a single chime that are just green. He's like, "I do have swag if you're interested." Not for her though.
Do you have patches? As he turns around, and he has a patch of every single pro bending team stitched onto the back of his vest.
Pulls out a patch.
Except
He goes,
Cabbage
"I
Corp.
have one golden patch."
Okay. Now I know rules with pro bending. A lot of times people hand out golden patches, only to like their biggest specific fans. I didn't even know that you were a team yet. What do I have to do to get that golden patch? I really
he
want that.
backs up and he stomps twice on the ground and he makes a small ring. "Or you beat me and I'll give it to you."
Wow.
You want me to fight against a pro bender?
She's making it sound like anyone can do it, so let's go.
Oh, yeah, I could totally do this. I could totally do this. I've never fought against a pro bender in my life. As he looks at
stands there
Jade,
and he goes, "Land a hit. That's all you got to do."
just one.
And the crowd starts to make their way back.
Okay.
Are they gonna fight? Are they gonna pro bend?
He looks over at Tum Tum and says, "Wish me luck, buddy."
And he spits a cranberry at you.
He takes a bite.
It is very delicious.
Delicious. Spit up cranberry.
Do you have any fatigue right now?
I do not have any fatigue, so I
You should have taken. You should have taken one from the dad, right? Or not fatigue, shift. You took shift. That's right. No fatigue.
Yeah.
Well,
I
the
took a shot.
cranberry would have healed you of fatigue, but you don't have any.
Oh. Well, does it give? Is it like it gives me a temporary fatigue?
No, I'll give you a +1 to your first roll.
Oh, well, love it. Okay.
Give you a
all right.
+1. I don't think the audience has given us any yet.
Oh, not yet. But we do have a resubscription from Harley Quint Wayblade.
Oh,
great. And
yay!
Love as well too. Thanks, friends.
Ooh.
Thank you,
Hi,
friends.
Wild. So here's what's going to go. Combat is different in this game. Remember, initiative is not normal. Initiative is very different. If you look at your character sheet in Roll20, there is a breakdown of the different moves. And it also has a breakdown of the different orders in which you go for fighting. So the first thing you can do for combat moves is either defend and respond. Next is advance and attack. Third is evade and observe. So you get to pick them. They go in that order. What would you like to do?
Well, now Shay's been to a lot of games and competitions. He knows a lot of the times that trying to aggression, especially with firebenders, you get too passionate about something, you can totally slip up. And he would be smart to defend, but he said land a blow, and he's just like, oh my god, I have to sit here and I have to try to beat this earthbender. So he's gonna go for an attack, just a straight up fire punch. He's gonna test the waters a little bit, but yeah, this flame just comes shooting out of his fist as he goes.
So unlike normal earthbenders, I'm actually going for an attack as well.
Ooh, okie dokie.
I am not defending. I am all outing you as well. As he says to hit him, and he stands there like he's doing nothing. What move are you using? Are you using a special move? What are you going to be doing?
I don't want to use special yet. He's excited yet very nervous. Just straight up attack. Just a little flaming fist coming in. Throw a little fireball at his face.
I am not doing that because that is not cool. So we're gonna go above and beyond.
He said to hit
I'm gonna
him.
use my second special attack that I have right now. My balance is 1 up, so I get to do 2 maneuvers in an action.
Crap.
So
crap.
What? What's wrong? You okay?
Nothing.
He stomps on the ground and throws a spray of stone in front of him. And as he does that, he slides in closer to you, scooping a rock up and tossing it at you. He's doing distract and attack. His second one is going to be to knock you out of the ring with a pushback. So I need you to give me 2 rolls. He is using... This is equivalent to his, I believe, strike. Correct. So you're going to be resisting with passion.
Okay. Oh, baby, I'm a passionate person. That is a 13.
Okay, you are good. The distraction does not work. You see through it. What do you do with your fire? You're just throwing one at me. You just striking?
Yeah, I'm just. He said, see if you can land a blow. I'm trying to strike.
All right, give me a strike.
Right. So then attacking. Am I going with passion with this as well too? Right.
Attack is passion. Yep.
Yeah,
and he has the distracting up, but you got through that, so you don't have a -2 to your roll, which is what distraction does.
That gives me an 8.
An 8 is good. As it comes through, I'm going to use my... I'm going to take a hit, and I want you to roll as well. Another passion roll as I'm trying to hit you out of the ring.
Okay. That one is going to be another 8.
Okay, I do hit you. I don't knock you out of the ring. You take a fatigue, but you land a blow on him. You thought he was going to do well with his -2. As you hit him, you clip him with it, and he stands up out of it and stops. And he's ready to throw again. And he breathes for a second. He's like, all right. Maybe you understand how this works, but that one doesn't. He points to Jade. He knows nothing about pro bending. You're not bad. I mean, we're going to beat the fire ferrets, but hey, you're better than their team right now because they're hot garbage. And he flicks the patch at you. This is all yours. That also gets you into 1 show free. I'll see you there.
For real? Thank you. What is your name, oh mighty cabbage crusher man?
My name is Rue, and the season opener is in a week. You better be in the stands. That's front row.
Oh. Front row seats? I've never had front row seats to go see a pro bending tournament! Jade!
You bring all your friends, but not that one. And he points to Jade again.
I mean, well, technically we haven't become friends yet, but I mean, what if in time...
Obviously, no one can be friends with a non-pro bender person. It's just not possible. You don't want to be friends with them.
This is awesome!
So the crowd shows up and he starts throwing out jerseys and bandanas to people. And it cuts back to you repairing the car quickly. What do you get for your role to help repair the car? What are you doing? What's your move?
Oh, I think I'm gonna have to go with my skills and training again.
Okay. I don't blame you.
As I first pull in a jet of water to push out the dents that the rock has forced in, and just sort of clean the whole engine intake out. And let's roll here with focus.
See what you get.
A 9.
It's not bad. It's above the 7. So you clear the oil away and you start working on the car. And he climbs under with you, and you see he's got spectacles on now that like triple out. And he's like, yeah, that bolt there. Okay, yeah. Oh, you are right. The man bolt on that side would make a difference. The balance would stop the steering from shifting. He turns back and he looks at.
If we add the intakes to the back, every time that you shift gears, you'll get a little speed burst as it blows the excess air out the back.
We need a lift. There's no lift here. I need something to lift the back end up so we can move these two to the back of it. And he like looks around. He's like, waterbender. And the pro earthbender's just ignoring his boss right now. How do we get this up? I needed to drive back to the city. We got to at least raise it up off the ground.
Xenia, wait, come back.
Dad is like following her, and they're already starting a conversation on the way back. Now you do have a very large, huge frog. Like big.
Can swallow a kid. Oh, just found that out.
I'd like to think that this is actually something that is done pretty regularly here on the bog.
Yeah, they lift up like wagons and things like that.
Yeah, but have them squeeze all their air out so that they go flat like a really, and then I will funnel some water over to them and they can suck it back up.
Awesome. There are a bunch of kids rubbing its stomach right now. He is not paying attention to you. If you're going to do this, it's at a -3. Jade might have a better job because Jade is his handler.
Yeah, I'm going to whistle at Jade and say, hey, can we help us out here?
Okay, I'm gonna pull a
I'm
yip
rubbing
then.
myself so much on Twitch. Just saying.
Good friend.
This looks gonna be great. I can feel it already. Usually by the paywall. Hot tub tum time machine.
Well, that's got to be a hashtag now.
Yep.
Hot tub rub time machine.
Time machine.
There we go. Perfect.
Oh,
Hot
God.
tub time machine.
So you're asking her, so are you assisting then? I guess is what I would ask you.
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, who's going to help?
Yip then?
I'm assuming that the help would be from Sormek, because he could use the help action, which is -1 fatigue and gives you a +1 to your roll, or you could just spend fatigue again if you're interested and make him do it. That is up to you. You can either roll or use your power. Power is guaranteed because it costs you a fatigue.
That's true. I'm gonna use my power. I'm gonna use yip. So it will cost me like 1 fatigue.
So you're rubbing his belly, and the kids are all rubbing. So, Mac, what do you ask, and what does this scene look like? I can't believe he's being used as a car jack.
Yep. I'm gonna. So I have not been here for a couple harvest seasons, but I assume that at some point all of the cranberries go into a large truck or some sort of large vehicle. And it seems like without fail, every year a tire comes off or it sinks down in the mud or something like that.
Yep.
And so it's a pretty common occurrence to need to inflate these things. So
I think it's genius. It'll be a move we can unlock for this creature for sure.
I'm gonna it's colloquially what's that word? Colloquially.
Colloquially.
Is that going to be a new power? Is that what we're going to call it? Colloquially?
I can't say that word. Referred to around the village as the frogflation. I'm gonna say to Jade, can we get a frogflation right here on the rear bumper with Tum Tum there?
Amazing.
I don't know exactly what he was saying, but I have an idea, and I just asked Tum Tum to do it.
So you bump Tum Tum, and you know, like you double tap his side, and he goes, and he goes flat, and he like crawls over slowly and does that Frogger slide under the car. His horns catch the car, and then he opens his mouth to be inflated.
Oh, geez.
And I just start
water
bending water into his,
as he blows up,
gullet.
You can see Avac is like, oh no, his horns are going to go through the car, but they're like perfectly hit on the frame. This is something he's done numerous times. And you know how you use a jack stand wrong and it crushes a car? You use it right, you're fine. Lifts it up, and you two begin working on the car. As it lifts up and the camera slides underneath the car, it heads back to the center, or not the center, but to the lodge in town. As Talk turns, and everyone who's in there, he's like, excuse me, everybody, out. And he boots all the people who are like cooking and making stuff in there and prepping for the grand dinner. He boots all the people setting the table up. Xenia, what are you doing in the room since you beat your dad in here by just a little bit? Or did you not go to the lodge? That's even a better question.
I know I went. I went to the lodge. Okay. I think that once I got in there, I saw everybody working really hard, and I felt a little bad. Not enough to regret my decision, but bad enough that I was like, I'll at least help in here. So while it was taking him time to get in here, I was helping move things over to the table.
Sure. That makes sense. So if you make your way in, and I'm going to put you both in here, and he shuts the door slowly. And he's like, Xenia, daughter. He like taps the door a few times. He turns around, stern, but like not like you're used to him being like angry, like dad angry. Yeah. He's like, when I was your age, I would have done the same thing. But we're trying to convince them that they should not buy our land. We brought him here to show that we have been doing this for 99 years, that our operation works, that we could work together. The thing you all want me to do. Well, at least your brother does. Why? And I'm trying to shift your balance towards trust again. Mm-hmm. One more time. So remember, when you do shifting balance, the way it works is you have to decide if that is something you're willing to do. But he is definitely trying to do a balance maneuver. He's doing the... he is doing... Call someone out. He's calling out your self-reliance. He's like, you need to rely on the family as a family, not family as Xenia. No, I booted you on your own for ages. But just... you have to trust me on this. Now, you can either go with it, or you can use resist shifting your balance.
I'm gonna let him have this one.
Oh, he gets a victory. I'm putting a check mark.
Let him have this.
I literally have a dad victory column in this book.
I love that. No, I'm gonna let him have this one, but not for the reasons that I think he wants me to take it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It's still a win for Dad. Dad can have it. I think for her it's more about she thinks that Sormek would have seen through it. like looking back on it, she thinks Sormek was smart enough to know that that man did not want like his ideas in like a we could work together way. He wanted his ideas as a I would like to steal your ideas and sell them as my own sort of way.
Sure.
But she just doesn't know how to let people solve their own problems.
I mean, you've been on your own for a little while now, 4 years, right? You're on your own.
Yeah, I've been on my
And
own
how
for
old?
4
How
years
old is?
since
How old is Xenia now?
she's 17 now.
So still a
She's
little
17.
angsty.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna let him have it. So I call you out, and the way this move works is when you openly call someone out to live up to the principle, shift your balance away from center, then name and roll their principle. Well, I'm just doing a move to you, so I'm gonna shift you 1, unless you are willing to shift him 2. If you're willing to let him shift you 2.
Do I get something if I'm willing to let him shift me too?
No, you'll be
I'll
2 into the
just-
trust category. It's really up to you.
I'll do 1.
How much
I'll
are you
just do
letting
1.
Dad take this win?
Not enough. Like I said, like she trusts people now for Sormek, not for her dad. Why would she trust him at all? He left her for years.
He walks up close. And last time he was this close to you, he was yelling at you and kicking you out of this place, out of your home.
Mhm.
He walks up close, puts a hand on your shoulder, and he goes, "You have to apologize to him." It's not something our family does well.
Oh no,
But you
trust
have
me.
to apologize.
I have observed lately.
Hey, you learn from the best. And he kind of laughs, like making fun of himself.
Mhm.
He's like, "You have to apologize. In the name of the tribe, you have to apologize."
I will apologize.
I'm going to finish setting up here. This is better if you go by yourself. I trust you. Okay? Just do yourself proud. And then he turns around and starts setting the table.
I don't
And
know.
when you
I
open
did
the
myself pretty
doors-
proud with the spike.
Yeah. He goes, "It was good, but that's not the point. Mm-mm. We can talk about that over dinner once he's gone. Just take this," and he hands you a jar. Give it to him and apologize. Please. Before he
Fine.
leaves.
I will do it. I'm going. I'm going out the door.
So when you make your way out, the car is jacked up by an elk frog as it cuts across. As Tum Tum sees you, he burps a little water out and the car drops a touch.
Oh,
Tum Tum, be careful.
You can tell he's
It's
been
okay,
doing
buddy,
this
I
for
know.
too long. Tum Tum's getting
know.
tired. I would like a new vote. I was only going to do 1. Are we near? Is that the sound of water? What is that?
I don't know.
What is our halfway point? We'll do the vote during halfway. Are we near our intermission, Adam?
Yeah,
so.
yeah. We normally do intermission about 7:30ish around here.
Let's do our intermission. I want another vote up for Tum Tum. If you can get the poll to work, you got to go into Twitch. You got to go to the video thing. We can talk about it. But I would like a vote. If not, there's only 2 things. Is Tum Tum sleepy? Or is Tum Tum hungry? It's all I care about for the dinner scene coming up. One of those 2 for our intermission. And we got something special during intermission as well, as the whole cast is now around the car, around Cabbage Corp, the purple division of Cabbage Corp. Is there a special name for purple cabbage? Jade, in real life? Is there a word for purple cabbage?
well,
Is it
just
just
red
purple
cabbage,
cabbage?
purple cabbage.
Red
yeah,
purple cabbage,
pretty
okay.
much.
So the purple Cabbage Corp division, on top of that, the car being fixed, the Pro Bender is doing his own thing. But we're gonna get into the dinner piece for this, and there's gonna be a pretty big dispute between everyone. So get ready to fight over your balance and maybe try to sway some people. See what happens during this. Yeah, I hope we don't crush somebody under the car. How long's our intermission?
About 8.5 minutes long. We got a couple of
Please
little
stick
things
around. There is
in our specialty.
amazing piece in it. There is an amazing piece in our intermission. thanks to somebody, which you'll figure it out pretty quickly. I think.
Yeah. All right. See you guys soon.
I'll stick.
The wrong sound is never right. Don't let the wrong sound ruin the moment at your gaming table. Sirenscape has dozens of sound sets designed by gamers for gamers that add the atmosphere you need for epic tabletop gaming. See? The right sound sounds right. Epic games need epic sound. Journey to Sirenscape.com to download the app for free. And be sure to catch Sirenscape in action on Dragons and Things every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch.
And now, deep thoughts with Tum Tum. Most days, Tum Tum spends hours patrolling the bog. I eat bugs and eels and fish and cranberries. Cranberries are one of my most favorite things. But Tum Tum is not allowed to eat too many cranberries because it makes my stomach grumble. Recently, we had strangers in the village. Tum Tum was not sure about them. My eye really bothers me. It itches fiercely. I lick it. That does not help. Anyway, I cleared the bog in a single bound. Tum Tum has strong legs. I saw the strangers and I offered them a gift of cranberries. Blech! They ignored it. This hurt Tum Tum's feelings. my eye still itches. I licked it again. Then the stranger tried to push my cranberries into the bog. So I snapped 'em back up. If he doesn't want my cranberries, then I will keep them. Rude. Then the big chief showed up. He saw my eye was bothering me, so he spit goop in it. My eye feels better. Tum Tum was bored. We sat and then sat for hours and days. Tum Tum has a very loose perception of time. But then, excitement. A loud boom sounded in the bog, and Tum Tum leapt to action. My eye was bothering me less, and I did not have grumble guts because I did not eat too many cranberries. There was fire. Tum Tum was scared, and yet he went bravely because Tum Tum is bravest of all elk frogs. I spit water on the fire, and then I leaped, and then I spit more water on the fire. And there were strangers on my back, but they weigh so little, Tum Tum barely noticed. And then there was more flames, and more strangers, but Tum Tum's belly was full, and my eye did not itch any more, and I got to spit on strangers, and the fire went away, and the ground rumbled greatly, and then no more fire, and then Tum Tum got to rest. Come back for more deep thoughts with Tum Tum.
Tum Tum is my favorite.
Do we tell anyone, or do we keep it a secret until like the end?
Secret.
Yes,
Don't tell
very
anybody
end.
Moxie did it.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, I feel like we shouldn't tell anyone.
No, definitely not.
Oh my god, that was outstanding.
Yes.
That is one of the funniest things. Nah, I don't think we tell anyone who it is.
No,
I'll
we
tell you
don't
what.
tell anybody.
We'll
No.
wait. We'll do at least one more, and then if someone guesses it, then maybe we'll say yes or no. I mean, you didn't know who did the Jack Handy thing for SNL for a while, so maybe we don't tell anybody who it is. But it is fucking awesome. The person who did it knows who they are, and it is amazing. It was just an afterthought that we did when we did our beta and our chapter 0, and it was perfect. Like we all
So
did a
great.
voice, and then somebody else did a voice, and I was like, we all went, yeah, that's it, and that was Tum Tum. So Tum Tum's inner monologue is very deep. It's very important. So we
Deep
left,
boy.
Deep boy. We left our group in the middle of fixing the Purple Cabbage Corp car. A pro bender named Rue giving out free merch for the new Cabbage Crushers. And then Tum Tum underneath the car like a water jack, holding it up, that has now been known as frog inflation. Xenia has come with a jar of cranberry honey to apologize. And under the car, covered in oil, is Sormek and Vac trying to not only repair but upgrade the car, with Shay and Jade watching and talking probably to the crowd and making sure Tum Tum's okay. And Xenia, as you were walking up, Tum Tum burps out some water and the car shifts a little bit. The vote was hungry.
Yes.
Oh
assuming.
no.
Oh yeah, everybody wanted some hungry.
And his tongue like shoots out once in a while and is like looking for food. But every time he does it, water comes out. So I'm going to put a clock. And I never thought this was going to be a clock that I would use in this game. But we are. We're going to have the deflation, the frog deflation clock put into play. And I'll put it over his horns here. If the frog deflates before you get the car fixed, something is going to happen. I'm not going to say what, but it isn't going to happen. Actually, no, I lied. I am going to say what it's going to be. He is no longer going to be friendly with the tribe if this happens. And he gets crushed or his car gets damaged more than it is. You will lose this bout with him, and you will have made an enemy in Republic City. And I'm not going to start with your repair because I believe you can do that. I'm going to start with her apologizing while he's under the car. So you walk up. What do? What's your move? What are you saying?
He's underneath the car?
Yeah, him and Silmek are under the car repairing it right now, covered in this black oil.
Okay, I'm going to hate this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I am also going to get underneath the car. No, it's the character.
Okay.
I'll get under the car.
All right, you get in the car. Tum Tum looks, and you see him eyeing the jar that you have.
Okay. No, I'll make you a deal. Okay, I get you a whole jar. Okay, 2 whole jars. 2 whole jars. Okay.
Oh, you think Tum Tum can count? Man. I think what you're saying, I don't think you're pleading right now.
Yeah, I am with this frog to not screw this up for me.
All right. Well, I guess the most important then, is to plead with Tum Tum before he eats it, and we lose 1 on the segment chart. Never thought the episode would go this way. Hey, let me get us some music for this insanity.
Me either. I just don't want to make
we need some intense music for this.
Actually,
it is. I got it.
I'm just gonna be like, wait, Tum Tum, wait. I'm gonna tuck it down on the side of me that's away from Tum Tum, like tuck it on the ground beside of me, away from.
Yeah, you're trying.
Yeah, I'm trying hard. And what is this man's name again? The man I so deeply defend.
Oh no, I need your plead first with Tum Tum. Sorry,
great,
no.
Great.
No, you don't get to walk away from Tum Tum like that.
That's fair.
Boy's hungry.
What in the world do I roll for this? I have not had to do this one yet.
Plead is harmony. You know, your bad
rough.
Stat.
Yeah, my bad stat?
Hey, what are you shifted in though right now? Where are you shifted?
I am shifted to trust.
How many?
Trust. 1.
Then you get a +1.
Okay, cool. We love that. That puts me at a 7.
I'm assuming you're trusting that he won't do this to you.
I am. Yeah, that puts me at
What'd you get? A 7? So you got a partial. His tongue shoots out as you stop it and kind of like, no, Tum Tum. And it comes back in. I say you get a partial, but Vac turns and goes, looks at Sormek and goes, are we safe under the car? How long can he do this for? Is it kind of and shakes a little bit and sees you and he's like, whoa, hey, we're just fixing the damage you did. Please don't destroy more.
No. I came to apologize.
To what?
I
To do what?
apologize.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I am
Louder, please.
sorry.
Oh, you're apologizing to me in front of all these people. He steps out from under the car. From all these people, you're apologizing.
I mean, I got under the ground or under the car so I could kind of be on your level about it, but sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just figured I would like not to get crushed under my own car.
No, I completely agree. I just came to say that I'm sorry. I tend to be a passionate individual, and we would love nothing more than for you to be here with us today. So please take this jar of honey to
Why is it red?
because
cranberries.
it's made with cranberries. But just as a token of my appreciation that you would be so understanding from my passionate outburst.
What move are you using for this? You trying to shift balance? Are you trying to use a regular move? What are you doing?
Oh goodness. I guess I'm trying to shift balance in a way. I need him to not ruin our lives. Whatever way that shifts is what I'll go for.
Well, there's two ways to defeat, and three ways to defeat an enemy in this game. Mm-hmm. You can fatigue them out by beating the crap out of them, your normal way. Or
I would normally go for.
What you normally do.
But I'm trying to go.
There's a lot of people here. Or you can use balance to shift him away from his ego, which he's an egomaniac. Yeah. You can shift him away from that back down. And he's already been damaged some by the car getting crushed. or we can put a clock up and you can try to beat the clock.
I'll just try to shift his ego. I've already damaged it enough with the whole impaling his own car situation.
Yeah, that was great, by the way. So
thank you so much.
I can tell you he's shifted pretty far. So he's an egomaniac. What move are you going to use for this? We'll play the modify memory spell. I think that seems suiting for this.
Fantastic. If I do... Oh, wait, that's not the right one. Can I essentially call this like calling somebody out because I'm making him accept my apology in front of so many people?
Absolutely. I'm fine with that.
Sweet.
Basically saying your ego is showing?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, on hit, they have to act as they say or mark a fatigue. On a 10 plus, the words hit hard. You must also shift your balance towards the call principle, which is away from ego. On this, you stand strong, clear condition, clear one fatigue, and I shift my balance further towards my ego. So go ahead and give me your roll here. You roll this with your principle. I'm assuming you're leaning into trust.
Yes. Which would be a +1 at this point.
Yep. Is anyone here assisting her? Oh, 11. That's really good. A 12 is a crit. Does anyone want to assist Xenia for a fatigue?
Yeah. I will take a fatigue, and when he crawled out from under the car, I'm kind of standing behind him, like giving her thumbs up when she's like saying the right thing, and then when she started to get a little testy, I was like,
Amazing. All right, well, you take a fatigue. That's a +1. That's a 12. He looks at you. He comes out from the car and he goes. He takes the jar and he goes. I gotta be honest. My Earthbender over here, the Frontbender, he never apologizes for anything. He is the stubbornest person I've ever met. How about I show you how the car works? And he like slaps you with oil so you're stained along with them on your clothes. Come on.
Sure. I would love that. May I do one small thing to maybe help you all out a bit?
Sure. I trust you.
Thank you. That means so much to me.
You're more than welcome.
To be getting a little worn out, maybe I could prop the car up for you so we can let Tum Tum rest?
Sure. Give me a skill roll. God, I hope you don't roll below a 6 on this and just flip his car the other way.
No, I didn't. I rolled a 10 and I get a +3 because I have 3 focus.
So you
I
gently hold it up.
Wow.
So you gently hold it up, and the car stays, and Tum Tum slides out. And as he does, his tongue goes, and Jade, you see his tongue shoot out to grab the jar out of Vac's hand. Is anyone stopping the elk frog? Because they picked
stop him
hungry.
this
try to
time.
stop him.
Nope,
I'll
you're
try.
too busy
I'll stop him.
bending right now. He's basically taking that time in between. There's 3 other people here who could try. Actually, 2.
Dang
Only
it.
2 because you were helping her with your fatigue and aiding. You can either spend a fatigue and yip, or you guys can roll. And I would need to know what move you're using, or you just let it happen.
I'm down to like 3 fatigue left, so this is
You
kind of
could
a
roll.
hard
You can risk it with a roll.
roll.
Risk it for
All right,
this.
so
Oh man.
what would you like to use to do your roll? Are you doing your training and skill because you're trained with him? Are you going to trick him into like eating something else?
I'm gonna
You're going to intimidate him and
intimidate.
tell him no. There we go.
Okay.
Just get him to eat
Oh,
an
it's
Intimidation
It's
roll
fine.
uses passion. Uses passion.
Bad
What are you
Tum
doing
Tum.
to intimidate Tum Tum?
Really, passion? Oh yeah, -1 to passion. Oh man.
What is your
Um,
balance? What are your 2 ends? Your principles? What are they?
Roll and come on, go up. Where is it? Roll and freedom. And I'm shifting towards roll right now. So
I don't know if this really helps with the role. I mean, your job is to control him. So yeah, I guess your job is to be a protector for the tribe. I'll give you your +1,
okay.
washing out that penalty
Let's
you
see.
have.
Ah, my cabbage fell. Like literally.
My cabbages.
My cabbage.
For those who don't know, she has dice that have cabbages on them. I'm not even kidding.
I want them so
Fantastic.
You can't see it because it's dark, but it's called a jade cabbage dice. I forgot who like made them, but okay.
Give us
reroll,
your
hang
roll
on.
again without throwing them.
Lord, that's a 5, and then -1. Yeah, not even close. Not even
Tum
close.
Tum, tongue goes around your hand, hits the jar, and takes it from Vac. When he takes it from Vac, Vac jumps back. He hits the pillar that you've put up against it. The tongue shoots by and grabs it. He goes, okay, I guess that's the frogs. I'm just going to stand on the other side of the car, away from the large creature as it and slides out, and it like unscrews the jar of the tongue and just puts it in his mouth and starts drinking it. I'm going to mark something privately here.
Oh.
So now you've told us you're marking something privately. Now we have to know what it is.
Marking something privately here. And you can, if you want to try to assess the situation, I will let you know what it is by marking something privately. As all this goes on, you fix the car. Sormek, what is your role with the assistance from Vac? He gives you a +1 to fixing the car.
He gives me a +1. So
Oh yeah, he's actually
helping me
bad
fix
at
his car.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Oh,
He's
okay.
not actually.
All right.
He's bad. At this.
He
He runs the Purple Cabbage Corp. He doesn't make the things that Purple Cabbage Corp make.
That's fair. That makes sense. I'm gonna rely on my skills again. Or no, what does creativity? I'm gonna do assess this situation because I think that it rolls with creativity, and I think that is more important here.
Okay. Are you doing this on the car, or are you doing this on what I secretly marked?
Nope, on the car. So I'm assessing the situation where we're sitting with the repairs that we've done, the damages so far, the lift now getting us nice good height from the earth jack now. So I'm gonna I'm gonna go with assess the situation to see what direction we should go with here.
All right, give me a roll.
10. So
10.
11 with his help.
Yeah. Well, on a 10, you got on a 10 plus 2 questions. The car can be fixed here. Now that she's held it up with Earth, you have a really good chance of doing that. What are your 2 questions? You get a good look at the car.
Oh, yeah. So I'm actually going to try and get some information out of him about the car, some technical specs. So maybe not an actual question, but maybe just some knowledge that I can file away for later about
He says, yeah, this is a private thing that we. There's a student at the university that brought the schematics to Purple Cabbage Corp, and he's like, "Can you build this?" And we said, "Yes, we can." And so the car is in existence now. Actual specifications. There's a manual in the glove compartment. Or what would it be called? It'd still be glove compartment. In the glove compartment, there's a manual.
Cabbage compartment.
Oh, wonderful. The cabbage.
Yeah, right. In the crisper, there's a manual.
The second question would be, then you don't mind if I just snag that and take a look at it and borrow it for a little while?
I'll get it for you. And he grabs it, and you hear some noises, and he gives it to it out of cover, and a couple pages missing.
That's fair. I'll get enough information out of it.
Okay.
But
so for your roll, because you have the manual, you have a +2 to your roll because you have the manual.
Oh, nice.
To fix the car.
Then
and
here
a
we go
+1
with
from him.
Skills and training on focus. Yep. So that's a 9 + 3 + 1, so 13.
You not only fix the car, but you improve the car. As Xenia kind of lets the Earth back down, the car lands. You turn it on, and it's like, whoa, and it hums perfectly. He goes, "You want a job?"
Well, I would not be opposed to perhaps looking at that in the future. Right now, I really need to focus my skills on helping my tribe and my village, but I would not.
I'll give you your own team.
I'll
give you your own team. I'll give you a warehouse. I'll give you an entire workshop. All of it.
Yes.
And Republic City, of course.
Oh.
Excellent. Any side projects you have, you can work on while you're there. Don't worry. You only work about 6 days a week. It'll be fine. You'll have a lot of extra time because your team to work on personal projects. All your resources paid for. You don't have to buy anything. You name it, we'll get it.
This seems too good to be true.
Most things that are this good do seem fake, but I promise you this is quite real.
Well, this is pretty much everything that Sormek has ever wanted, so he's not really going to think about it. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a pretty automatic yes.
Well, then I think we go to dinner, right? And as he says that, Tak rounds the corner, looks at Xenia, thinking she did this right, and then he hears he's coming to dinner, and his frown just comes back. He's like, yeah, sure, Vac, you can come to dinner. Oh, excellent. I'm assuming you have a seat for me and everything. He's like, yep, I have a seat for you. And he looks to somebody in the tribe, and they nod and they walk away. Just give us a few moments to get everything prepared. He's like, I thought that's what you're doing. Yeah, just making more space at the table. As your friend, the bender, comes, he's like, nah, he can stay outside. Come on, Sormek, show me what you got. I am pushing your balance towards technology.
Towards progress.
Progress. Would you like to resist it, or would you like to accept it?
I'm going to accept it. I was off center towards tradition after my dad blew up, but that will take me back to center.
All right. You're now centered as he walks in. Is there anything anyone wants to do before we head to the dinner scene?
I would like to grab Shay and introduce him as well. So I just want to introduce you to my friend at the university as well. He's also a brilliant mind, and he loves research. So I think he would also be an asset to the team. And I'm just talking, and just kind of grab Shay by the shoulder.
Look, you already won me over. You can pick whoever your team is. If you think he's going to help you succeed and make Cabbage Corp succeed, he's on your team. Welcome aboard, kid.
Did you like pull me over? Like you actually notice Shay has his jacket off, and he in his pocket he always has like some needle and thread as he's like sewing the golden patch onto onto his vest and everything.
Only one thing though, you can't wear that fire ferret shit around my place. No, that fire ferret stuff is not allowed. You got to have one of these. He walks back to the trunk and he grabs a official pro bending Cabbage Crushers jersey and hands it to you.
What does it?
Can't be wearing that around. It'd be really weird if you're wearing fire ferrets around. I don't think that would go well.
What is it? Wait. Is this mean like I'm on the team?
Oh no. You just can't be wearing that around. When you're on the university in the workshop, wear the colors.
Yeah.
Not to put it on now. I'm not insulting the fact that you like a bad team. That's fine.
That's the biggest one on my back, and he points. He's like, I've got all the other ones as well too.
Yeah. I know. Climbing the ladder to victory. I get it. Stepping on your enemies. All that stuff.
Exactly. Thank you. That's how pro bending should totally be.
It is, but just wear this. Yeah, you're enjoy your job. So, as I was saying, let's see this pump of yours. Anybody else have anything they want to do before they get to dinner?
I feel like I should feed Tum Tum something before
That is a great idea.
I go to dinner
Tum Tum
because
hungry.
I don't want to leave him out here and eat any more things he's not supposed to, or people he's not supposed to eat.
Well, he doesn't eat people. He just lovingly
I know.
holds them. He doesn't have opposable thumbs.
Lovingly holds them.
He just has a tongue that can do whatever he wants. So,
A tongue
well, you gonna go
handshake.
feed him then, or are you gonna walk him away back to like the stalls and feed him?
Yeah.
Or you could
Might
send
as
him out to
well.
the bog and he could just eat flies and stuff. He would be away from the area. Up to you.
I kind of want to
You can
keep
send him
him
off.
close. Like how far is the
2 jumps,
the
so
stalls
not
here.
much time.
Oh,
2 jumps. If we go to the
Okay.
stalls, hold on here. I can actually take you. There's more map, everybody. I will
More
take
map?
you to the stalls. Yeah.
more map.
More map.
It's out by the juicer grounds.
Now
The stalls are
more
this
map.
building over here on the right-hand side, out by the juicer stalls.
Okay.
As soon as it loads for Adam.
Let me see here.
Adam
Now, do
broke
I
the
need
roll
to-
20. Hit refresh, Adam.
Oh, I gotta do it on the other computer.
Well, swap us to a different cam and hit refresh. Here. You have to run away? Oh my lord.
Well, because
Well,
I
anyway.
stream right outside the
I
the
get
control
it.
room. I'm just getting up. I'll be right back.
Well, while he goes and hits refresh on the computer, there's a stall on the outside edge between where you would fill the wagons. It's about a jump to 2 jumps away for him. Not that far. You can
Okay.
just say stall
Yeah,
and he'll
I'll-
know to go eat.
Okay. Stall, Tum Tum. He just jumps there.
And he gets down, he sucks water out, and he does 1 bound. And he lands next to the stall. As everybody makes their way to dinner, doors open. Stormek, do you show him your pump that you have made to help the fields, or do you not?
I don't. I distract him with the other equipment that I have on me, which is the metal rod the telescoping rod that I can fill up with water and use to wrap around the cranberry bogs and hedges.
He's interested. He's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that's awesome about that. I heard you filtered and pumped an entire bog. Really, that kind of technology. Just Let me tell you. And this is like as the doors open as you're heading into dinner. And Talk is like having everyone sit down. He shows Vac where his seat is. And Vac sees a person sitting. He's like, "Can you make room so that my new associate here can sit down and talk with me?" And you guys are like on the corner of the table. The guy's like, "Yeah, sure." And he gets up and moves to give space for you two. So, as I was saying, and you guys are right here at the corner. So put your two over here. Talk is going to be here. Everywhere else can sit wherever they want around the table.
Okay.
Pick wherever you want. And I'll get you, I'm going to grab a token for him. I don't think the frog is in there. I don't think that's smart. Yeah, if you really want to do that, it's going to get bad really fast. I'm fine with that because I like Tum Tum. The man is going to get ugly.
Or can he?
There we go. No, he's not even on screen. He's away from here, so I'll put him over there. So as dinner starts, and everyone's okay, and everyone's so you're sitting with like a lot of the other members, maybe some of the guards are sitting at that end. People are coming and going and grabbing food in the center. You basically walk around the inner table, grab your fish and your cranberry sauces and your jams and your honeys, and you get your plate and you either sit here or you go outside somewhere. And there's people filtering through, so the conversations are public. As a heads up. When you sit down, Talk says, "Everybody, I just want to say thank you so much for being here tonight. It means a lot to the village that we can have Republic City send a representative, and we can work together on making this 100th year important. This 100th year to our tribe is the centennial year. It is beyond something that we ever thought we would achieve, but through perseverance and time and learning and perfecting our craft, we're here today. And we're the largest provider of craft." And as this is going on, Vac goes, "Hold on a minute. Are you telling me why I should buy you? Why am I here exactly?" He goes, "Oh, just to work together." He's like, "I would like to purchase your farm. I would like the technology of this man here," and he taps Sormek, "to be the reason that this farm succeeds beyond your wildest dreams. That's something you can do, right, kid?" And he elbows you. I'm going to push your balance again.
Well, if he's trying to do balances, just to let you know, Jared, the real Gobshite, donated $12 a +1 to all the players. So we each get a +1 to our stuff. Thanks, Jer Bear. Appreciate it, bud.
Thank you.
The guy who just asked for a TPK just gave a +1 to everybody. I see how it is. Should have gave them all to me.
Sounds correct.
So he bumps you as the successor. He bumps you. And he's like, "You can do that, right? If I give you control and you can build all the tech we need to really ramp this up."
I mean, I'm drinking the cranberry Kool-Aid here.
Are you accepting this or are you going to fight it?
I'm accepting it because it's literally everything that Sormek has ever wanted.
I know.
So this is going to push me towards progress.
All right. He's like, "Well, what do you say? I'll buy it from you. Name your price." Talk kind of looks around. He's like, "Well, you'd have to talk to the city and have a town hall." He's like, "Give me a room. I'll stay here as long as you need to make that decision. As long as it's within 24 hours. I really got to get back. Pro bending circuit starts in a week. I can't miss that. All adults love pro bending."
Shay looks at Jade.
No, they don't.
He like side eyes the like squeak in the corner. So you name your price. Talk's like, "I don't really think that's what we're here to do." He's like, yeah. Just talk to your town hall. I bet you they'll be super interested in it. I'll ask her right now. out of all the people in this room who are locals to the Ruby Bog, who would like to see Cabbage Corp purchase the farm to make your jobs better and pay you more? Who's interested in that? All the Water Tribe members start looking at each other. Pay? What do you mean pay? Oh, money. Buy things. Come to the city, purchase new clothes, new equipment, new waterbending stuff. And he's making a scene. So he's going to do what is known as the grand speech, trying to sway a group of people towards his perspective. Is anyone here going to counter that? On failure, you take 2 fatigue.
Yikes.
On a 7,
Yes.
you take 1, but you halt the clock.
Okay.
On a success, you push the clock back. On a critical, you push it 2. It's a very strong, persuasive speech that he's giving.
Okay.
I'm going to put a clock on the board. It is a 6-part. Let's see what we got here for you. We'll go with a green. Let's move our blue one out of the way. Put a clock here, 6-part clock, and we're doing this in reverse. I'm starting this one full, and your job is to walk it back. Anyone have anything to say for this speech to try to stop it? Or are you all in?
So,
Or do you want to help him?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I shouldn't say pegged. It's 1 away from pegged. I apologize. I did that wrong.
Um,
It has to start with a margin of error.
so I'm all the way on this side of the table, and I
All
kind
the
of
warriors
familiar
and
with this
workers.
person. You know, like I kind of have heard of him.
Mhm.
Talking around, with talks around like Cabbage Corp and stuff. So I'm gonna try Bonzu, Pippin Patalopsicopoulos the third.
The third.
This party is starting to be really drab, and I think we can use a little bit of entertainment.
God,
Plus,
that
I don't
power.
really realize that they're making a speech at the other end of the table there. I'm just
Nope. You're just being a goofball at the other end of the table.
pretty much, yeah.
Oh no. Can you this is so bad.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I see what you're doing. So you're currently foolish, right?
I'm
And
taking
foolish
one.
gives
I'm
you
taking 2 fatigue,
-2
basically.
to trick and resisting shiftings to your balance. And if you do it again, what happens? You take 2 fatigue?
Take 2 fatigue. I still have one left. 1 fatigue left.
Okay,
Last
you're being
one.
silly at the other end of the table. That gives you a 12 plus towards this. I will move the clock back 2 as your antics interrupt what he is doing. What are you doing at the other end of the table?
I dress up again
Insanity.
with my dressing
What do
up
you look like this time?
abilities, and well, this time I am going to look like a dang it, like so it's that badger, that giant badger.
Badger
Badger
mole?
mole?
Yeah,
The
that's what I
badger
look
mole?
like. Yeah, a badger mole, and then I am juggling cantaloupes from
Cabbages?
the table.
Oh,
Sure,
cancel.
cabbages. I'm juggling cabbages.
I'm sure there's purple cabbages here. So you're juggling cabbages. Everyone's laughing, applauding you at the end of the table, laughing their butts off about what's going on, taking 2 away, and he's like, ahem! And he throws a cranberry at you, trying to get your attention. Is anyone else doing anything before my next speech? The goal is to zero this out before I go again.
Yes. I'm going to stand, and obviously anybody that's not already entertained by what's happening, that will pay attention to me. I want to say, to everyone that I have not seen in so many years, and thank you all for welcoming me back. I think it's important that in this moment we realize that this tribe really is all about family. And in the same way that you all have welcomed me in again after so many years ago, I did something that set us back.
A few people
I
are like,
know
oh,
that
mistakes happen. Like they're with you. They're like, don't worry about it.
in the same way, Sormek has been working so hard to make everything for us, to not only, go with what we've known for so many years and our pride and joy of working in this cranberry bog, but also being able to do it in a way that makes advancements for our future, for people like my little brother to be able to work in the bogs and thrive. And I think that it's very important that we remember that if we can do this with people like Sormek, who grew up here, who grew up in the bog with all of us as a family and a supportive system, that we don't need people to come in from the outside to buy us out, because we can do this together and without them. And if
People are
Sormek
definitely
could
watching you.
If Sormek could fix the car that, granted, I broke, but this
Yeah, I
man
was
couldn't
gonna say.
fix it by himself. This man couldn't fix it
Well,
by
I
himself.
mean,
He needed
I was
Sormek.
testing the new person I wanted to hire, and I'm going
No.
to
Absolutely
push.
not.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have more than one maneuver. I still have points. And I am going to deny. I'm assuming you're trying to shift his balance right now.
I am essentially, yeah, away from his. He can't do it by himself. He can't. We
Right.
proved it.
I try to shift it, and I'm like, that is not true. I'm calling you. I have an entire group of people that I've built around me. That is why we're successful. Talent amongst a leader. They all know. They're friends. We're perfect. We're perfect.
You didn't know that it was your steering that messed up until I told you that.
Well, I mean,
and I'm not even the tech person here. I've literally just learned from my brother.
Are you? I'm calling you out. Are you trying to resist it?
Yes.
All right.
I'm not letting him have this.
Give me your
Absolutely
roll.
not.
You're resisting the shift in balance.
Yep. I need
when somebody's doing a balance shift like this, can it affect more than one person? Like, could this
on a critical or something like that, or a high stake? I would be willing to do something like that. Everyone does have a +1 they can use.
I don't need it for this one.
Ooh.
It's just what I roll, right? I don't.
It's what
I'm
you
just
roll.
saying.
And you are in. I don't really think this is like I guess this would be a trust thing. So you would get your trust bonus.
So I get
and then a +1 from Jared.
Well, I mean, even without that, I already have a 12.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna knock him back.
That's why I said I don't need it.
So what happens is, if you're resisting it, you can resist the shift, clear a condition, or mark a growth by immediately acting to prove them wrong. So you can mark a growth. You could shift your balance towards the opposite principle if you wanted to, because he's trying to shift you back the other way. Mm-hmm. Self-reliance. Or learn what their principle is if they have one. You already know that it's ego. Yeah. If you already know, you can take a +1 forward against them, which means you can bump him down one more.
Okay, so I get to choose 2 of those.
So basically,
right?
He has 5 dots. Somewhere in those dots is where he's at. You could forward him and take another one away.
Yeah, I get to choose 2, right? Because I got a 12.
Yes, and you get to choose 2 of them.
Cool. So I'm gonna take a forward against him, and I will just go ahead and mark a growth because I don't want to shift my balance. I'd rather keep it in trust.
Oh, I tried to use my second move that I have. That means you move this down 3. He goes,
oh.
Well, if you're not interested, I'm still buying land. I'm just saying, I would have been even interested in bringing some of you on as pro benders. You're an amazing earthbender, and I just have a coach out there now. I have a firebender here. Just saying. Great to bring people into the city and show them, but that's fine. If you don't want to, Talk goes, had enough. We're done with this conversation. Can't believe I'm going to say this. Sormek, I'm fine with you learning and using tech here. We will find a way to pay for it. If you want to do it, we'll give you a shop here versus them. 2, screw your pro bending team. We need you. We'll make our own.
Shay's head kind of goes, what?
We don't need them. Actually, why don't you just leave, Vac? And he looks to you and he goes, Sormek, we're not wanted here. Let's leave. I'm going to shift your balance again.
So did
Trying to peg the needle.
would Zinnia's speech affected my balance as well, or is that targeted on Vac?
I think she was targeting him and the audience, but I don't think she was trying to shift the balance of the people. She was trying to change the clock and dial it back so everyone's like, this guy is a jerk.
What can I do?
I think following on the heels of her speech where she's talking about tradition and family and doing things our way, that I would not actually resist my dad, especially when he folds on this 5-year-long argument that we've been having. Suddenly coming around to my way of thinking, that is worth more than what Vac is offering me.
All right. So you're resisting it, is what I'm hearing. Resisting the shift in balance.
Oh, from Vac. Yes, I am resisting Vac.
All right.
Sorry, I thought that.
Give me a roll to resist. No. To resist balance, you will not get your bonus because you aren't leaning towards progression. You're leaning towards the tribe.
You got +1 from Jerry.
Well, you do have +1 for Jerry.
Oh yeah. Currently my balance is +1 on progress.
Progress, that's what I mean. But but if you are resisting him, because he's trying to push you towards progress more.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so he wants you in his court. Progress. Let's make this all perfect. Let's buy this group up. Let's build stuff. He wants you on his side.
I rolled a 5.
With a +1's a 6,
which is a failure. Yep.
So that now, if you look at the resist failure, nope, you already went.
Yep. Oh.
The only people who can help him right now are either Jade, who's currently singing and dancing, probably with her back to the audience, or the guy Shay might be able to, but that means he might be out of a job too. So Shay, I don't know what you want to do in this situation. It's probably a great question. What's more important, pro bending or progress?
Well, especially in terms of what I came here for, and to see the whole situation that's actually happening. Can I, with that, can I try to assist him, looking up at Sormak, and I would just kind of take just off to the side and just be like, hey, this is a great opportunity for what you were telling me about your dad. I mean, look, I love pro bending and everything, and I know that working for Capture Core would be a great opportunity for you, but this is something that could really repair damages and everything for you guys. This could be a great opportunity for you. And history shows us, as he like flips through like one of his books or like his notepad, he's like, I know choices that were made. Great leaders can sometimes make poor choices, but in those poor choices, great leaders can become better. Good leaders can become great leaders. I would agree not take it. I would say don't take the offer. I want to try to assist him.
All right, that's 1 fatigue.
I'll take
1 fatigue, and that gives him a +1. So what do you get, a 7, a partial?
Puts me at a 7.
All right, so if you look at the resisting at the top here, you are resisting the shift. Let's see here. You maintain your current balance in spite of their deeds on a hit. On a 10 plus, choose to. So you got a normal one, so you resist. And he looks at you and he goes, do you not want to work for me?
Look, Mr. Vac, I really appreciate the opportunity, but I can't just turn my back on my family and my tribe. Just when we're all starting to come together again. I really do appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, you appreciate the opportunity. Yeah. No problems. No problems. I'm fine. Back is always fine. And he gets up, he starts like backing out of the room, defeated. When he gets to the door, and Jade, you can see the doors swing open. And Tum Tum is sitting in front of the door and tongue lashing this metal creature across the village. As this clamp hand thing flies through the air and explodes in a ball of fire. Vac ducks behind the door, and that's where we're going to end tonight.
Wow.
Oh,
my gosh. Spoiler.
What?
Cliffhanger, man.
So tune in. We're on next Thursday, right? We got one more before you're traveling and all that jazz. Tune in next Thursday. I do have a little cutscene if you want to do our buys now, but at the very end, go back to solo cam. I have a little cutscene that I'm going to do. That's a little. This will definitely anger one of the people in the group.
You want to do that now? Okay, here we go.
No, let's say our buys first. No. Let's say our buys first. Everyone, we got people who are doing stuff
as we leave.
Whoever, as we leave, I'm going to leave with it. So who wants to start? What do you guys got going on?
Start at the top. Start with Monica.
You? Monica, we'll start with you then. What do you got going on? Any other streams?
Throw it up there.
Yeah, so I stream cosplay builds and I give advice about cosplay judging and panels and stuff like that at my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/geeksagogo.com. And yeah, like my next show will probably be Gary Conn, Origins, and then Gen Con. So yeah, if you're well, I already know you'll be there. You're always both there.
I'm always there.
But yeah, that's
when is your next stream? When is your next stream going to be, Monica?
Oh, it's next Tuesday. So every Tuesday is my schedule for my stream now. So if you want to see the cabbage maze, I'm slowly going to complete it there and then do my cabbage armor on top of that. So it's all going to be happening.
Are you serious? You're doing cabbage armor?
Ooh.
Okay, I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
What time do you go live for that on Tuesdays?
That one's at 7:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, and
nice
8:30 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, at Geeks A Go everywhere. So yeah,
I'm excited because I saw the prototype starting of it. I was like, "Are you making a cabbage maze?" That takes us to Justice. What do you got going on, buddy?
Oh, just off doing my thing. We have started back up streaming over on Bard and Barbarian.
You're back! Awesome.
Twitch.tv/Bard and Barbarian. Well, we're doing our morning shows every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 Mountain Time, 8 a.m. Mountain Time, where we talk about a few Kickstarters and weird things, and then we always wrap it up with a survival situation. This morning it was zombies based on All of Us Are Dead, the new Korean show on Netflix that's all about zombies. What I highly recommend. It is freaking phenomenal.
Really?
There's a couple trigger warnings. Yeah, it's real good, but they don't cover. I don't want to recommend this without telling people this. There's sexual assault in the first episode, and there is suicide, and they don't give you a trigger warning
Korean
beforehand.
Series.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think you summarized it already.
They're
a no hold bar over there. It is WrestleMania when you watch a Korean
with the zombie stuff. Beyond that, tomorrow night on Bard and Barbarian channel, we are kicking off the first of a 4-part Call of Cthulhu series for Jasper's Game Day. That is at 7 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Bard and Barbarian, and it is it's called Bolton Rampart, and we're doing it loosely based on the Lock and Key series. So it's going to be exceptionally creepy, and I am not sure what's going to happen.
All right. What do you got going on, Moxie?
So my next thing that you'll see me on is this coming Monday is episode 9 of Everyone's Forgotten. So we only have 2 episodes left of that. And then it's my very first campaign as a GM ever is done. After that.
And
So
also you made the game.
Yes, I made the game that we play.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the game, the campaign is called Everyone's Forgotten, but the system is called Memory Lane. And I made that system, and it essentially uses memory to drive plot forward and things like that. And it's a really cool time over there. I like it a lot. I sort of made a like creepy, heartbreaking story. Didn't mean for it to be as dark as it got, but that's just where
Perfect.
everybody ended up.
That's my jam.
Right.
I'm out of my comfort zone doing happy-go-lucky tum-tum, but it's still fun.
Yeah, so that's what I tend to gravitate towards. So episode 9 is on Monday, finale's on the 28th, talkback episodes on the 7th. And then we have like a couple more shows that we're bringing in on H&H. And usually on Thursdays, if I'm not here, so on the weeks we are dark here, I am back over there as my assassin character that I've been playing for months. So yeah, Mondays and Thursdays, and if I'm not on DAT Network, I'll be at Homebrews and Homebodies.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming, Adam, you're doing nothing, right?
No.
Nothing. I'm done. After tonight,
Done?
I'm finished. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. No, actually, this weekend, find me back here for some DAT fun. Kings of Dirt, Saturday night, post-apocalyptic roll 2D20 system. Absolutely crazy, and tons of death and destruction. And Slit Lid, who's in chat, you see him every once in a while, always trying to murder us. And then on Mondays, I run our Voyage of the Siren Song Pathfinder 1E adventure, which is the Skull and Shackles adventure path with a bunch of homebrew stuff thrown in. And then on Monday, be over on Norse Foundry with Mr. Eric Frankhouse with some Blades in the Dark. And then
Now you want to see something dark? That is, it's going to get bad.
And then, like I said earlier, tonight was the official 7th show of the weeks here on the DAT Network. Tomorrow night, we've got Shambhala, Tides of Change, 2E Pathfinder Edition. Monday, not this upcoming Monday because it's a week off. Our Monday show, The Dice is Right, switches every other week. So it won't be back next Monday. It'll be back the following Monday. Tuesday, our Pathfinder 2E show, Extinction Curse, Greatest Roll on Earth, will be back. We had the night off this past week. Wednesday is our 5E adventure, Odd Jobs, and then we'll be back here next Tuesday for episode 2 of Avatar Legends Book 1 Harvest. So much stuff happening.
Well, everybody,
guys. So much.
Yeah. You know where to find me. I'll be here on Thursdays, Norse Foundry twice a week, Monday and Wednesdays. Monday is our live show they talk about, but Wednesday is Brightstone Cleaners. There, you get to play as one of the Blades in the Dark crew and fix all the messes of Monday. They actually reduced all the heat. They fixed a bunch of stuff this week. They're better than Monday, but we're not going to tell Monday that. No one's listening this for Monday.
Dude,
and then
what? I'm on Monday.
Tuesday is Ogre Force every other week. One is the live show, which is hilarity. If you're looking for a comedy style show, that is it. The opposite week is Nim Missions. Yet again, you get to play as one of the characters, rebuilding their ogre frame. It is our love letter to Voltron. And yeah, I'm on Thursday mornings watching paint dry with 88 Riddles. He's in chat, makes amazing dice box paint jobs. And then back here, like I don't quit. So with that said, wave bye, everybody.
Won't stop.
Bye, friends.
Can't stop,
We're
won't
gonna
stop,
give you.
baby.
We're gonna give you a
Bye.
Frank
Go
house
to
for a
solo
minute.
cam. All right, first off, thank you everybody for joining. And Adam's fan in the background is the best noise ever. No, I'm just kidding. So
That one's not mine.
that was I don't believe that. As the camera hits and this thing flies through the air and lights on fire in the distance, a Fire Nation ship is cracked open and there are automatons rolling out, crawling over the crater that is there. They have Fire Nation symbols on them, but some of the ones that are damaged, you can see the purple cabbage symbol underneath. Meanwhile, the camera slides back into the village. Everyone roaring about the thing flying through the air. Panic is inside the lodge. But back in Sormek's little humble abode where he's been staying with Xenia and Shay, after revisiting his village for the first time in years, there are 2 members of Cabbage Corp stealing his pump. They get into one of the cars and drive off amongst all the chaos. There is a 12-part clock that is starting next week. And that clock is, if they get away with a pump, and if the village is still standing by the end of the episode. I'll see you next week, of course, Thursday night. Thank you for having me on, DAT Network. I hope I did you proud. If not, I'm just going to burn the house down. Bye.